Fox News from War Secretary Pete Hegseth, who was there last night at Dover Air Force Base when the remains of the 7th U.S. soldier killed in the war with Iran arrived in a flag-draped coffin. President Trump was there Saturday when the first 6 returned.
When you have conflicts like this, you always have death.
And he says this about the families of the 6.
They were unbelievable people, but they all had one thing in common. They said to me one thing, every single one. Finish the job, sir.
The president also says this about Iran replacing the supreme leader killed on day 1 of the war with his son, Mojtaba Khamenei.
You know, I was disappointed because we think it's going to lead to just more of the same problem for the country. So I was disappointed to see their choice.
The president also says the war will end very soon, and he had a phone call with Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv.
There were a lot of moving parts in the decision-making process, the president told me, but he said if we had waited 3 days, I believe we would have been attacked. I also asked President Trump about the possibility of negotiation with the Iranian regime, and he told me, I'm hearing they want to talk badly, adding, we sort of don't have to speak anymore, if you really think about it, but it's possible.
This as Iran keeps counterattacking.
Saudi Arabia and Kuwait say they've shot down Iranian drones this morning. In Bahrain, 1 person's been killed and others injured in a strike on a residential building. This after President Trump threatened on social media to dramatically increase military action if Iran tried to close the Strait of Hormuz. The narrow waterway is a crucial route for the oil trade.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Oil is down this morning, back to $89 a barrel, but gas is up another 6 cents. Voting's underway in Georgia for a special House election to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Republican who resigned from Congress after a falling out with President Trump. A congressman from California is stepping away from the Republican Party. Kevin Kiley's gone independent, saying he'll still caucus with the GOP in the House, but may not vote with Republicans. America's listening to Fox News.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Here's the tale of Tina, searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Investigators probing a New York City terror case found more homemade bombs at a Pennsylvania storage facility and disposed safely of the improvised explosive devices after a weekend attack.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch said while the weekend threat and the war in Iran are not directly related,
our intelligence and counterterrorism unit and teams have been out there in full force.
She said that will continue. Emir Balad and Ibrahim Qayyumi face federal charges for allegedly tossing IEDs at protesters near the home of New York City's mayor. James Barnacle with the FBI's New York field office said the vigilance local and federal officers showed is necessary.
This weekend was just another example of the elevated threat environment we're currently living in.
In New York City, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are now down before today's trading. And back to the Iran war, it's caused drama in soccer. That's in Australia, where people were protesting outside a bus, taking some of the players of Iran's women's national soccer team out of a hotel. 5 of those players have been granted asylum to stay in Australia. The rest appear to have declined the offer amid threats from Iran.
This all started when the women's Iranian soccer team refused to sing Iran's national anthem last Monday before their first match in the Asian Cup. It was viewed as an act of protest. Iranian state media reportedly labeled them as wartime traitors and dishonorable, urging authorities to punish them as an example. The players did the anthem in subsequent games in the tournament, and all of this caused concern and outrage from human rights groups and the players' union, urging Australia to grant these players asylum. Yesterday, President Trump urged Australia to grant the women asylum as well, or if not, he said the U.S. would.
That's Fox's Brian Yennis. At the World Baseball Classic, the U.S. beat Mexico 5-3. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a check of local news Families and children across the state now have more choices at the grocery store after the special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children expanded its food package offerings. Instead of having to choose between peanut butter and beans at the health department, families can now choose for themselves at the store. Reading Across America celebrating its 26th year in Urbana over the weekend. Hundreds of people at the Lincoln Square Mall ready to hit the books. Children were pursuing different stations with activities like reading and coloring to collect a sticker. Saturday's event even saw special guest readers like the mayors from Urbana and Champaign. 8 people displaced from a Rantoul mobile home after it caught fire Sunday night. It happened at 1338 Sycamore Lane. Residents not home at the time, although 2 dogs were inside. They say they were both rescued. Nobody hurt. A total of 25 firefighters were on the scene at the time. The investigation is ongoing. We're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Yeah, I'd never heard of 0 hour. That's a new term on me. The high schools apparently have 0 hour, which means you go in when nobody's awake.
That's right.
So I don't get it. I mean, why not have 15 hour and you do it later in the day?
Have you ever heard of 0 hour, Greg?
Never, ever.
Okay.
Where's this coming from?
It's in Unit 7. We're learning the athletes go in and lift early. The musicians come in for music and show choir and choir and things like that, just so they can get all their college courses and credits and things like that and prep classes during the day and not be bumped with some of the extracurricular efforts. They get it in early.
So this applies to before the school day and or after, I guess, or mainly before.
I think after you don't have practice because you're in a sport, so your practice is generally after school. That's the way it used to be. But
right.
I never heard of, oh boy, let's think of something earlier because the kids are so good at 7 a.m. I just never heard of that.
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
And what time does the administration have to get there?
Why do I know of some school districts that they give kids a break that you're getting up so early, we'll give you like a half day or a delayed start to the day or something like that. I don't ever remember anything like that when I was in school.
No,
that was a million years ago.
Bus left at 8 and I had to be there, and that was hard.
Yeah, exactly.
I needed extra credit for that.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to talk to Tyler and Braden Henry, two of the kids that are on this magnificent Unity Rocket class of 2025-26, and they won the super sectional last night, Greg. So
Cool.
Unity goes to the state championship in the State Farm Center.
On Thursday at 2:30 will be that game against Peoria Manual.
Yeah, that's the Sergio McLean, Wayne McLean Legacy School, Frank Williams, the whole thing. I mean, everybody went through Peoria Manual. And also Farragut was where, of course, Kevin Garnett.
Okay.
He played in the NBA.
Guy, right?
Played 20 years. He played his senior year. Farragut, he played like a year, came to the state championship. They lost in the first round because they put 4 guys on the big guy. They couldn't get the ball to him. And Kevin Garnett played an exhibition with his high school team at Parkland. And I went to see him because everybody's talking about this senior in high school that could be really good in college. And I went and watched him play Parkland. I said, he could start at Illinois now.
Yeah,
he was blocking shots in an empty gym, screaming. Ah! I'm going, I like this guy a lot.
Okay,
should have been a scout. Anyway, he went right to the NBA, and lo and behold, he went from Parkland's pickup game. It was an organized high school thing, but nobody was there.
Right,
and he went from that game to playing Nintendo by himself with the Minnesota Timberwolves at age 19 in the NBA. So. He was quite good. Anyway, it would be great to have the state championship. And
we're bringing up Farragut because they play Quincy Notre Dame at 4:15 after the Unity Peoria Manual game on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then the loser plays later that evening.
Yeah, well, back in the day, they had Class 1A, Class 2A.
Yeah.
You used to have Class 1 class. And then they split it to 2 classes. So the 1A guys played on Friday night for the Elite 8, Saturday morning for the semis. Both teams, the two championship teams and the consolation, played that night. So they always used to play 2 on Saturday.
Okay.
So a doubleheader, right? So
they played like at 11 and 1, and then they came back at 6:30 and 8.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they always used to do that, but it's to play 4 classes in one weekend is a whole different spread. So the kids won't get any chance to play at all in the State Farm Center. So their depth perception is the thing, and it's just a lot of air and a lot of wind. You might have a breeze.
Exactly.
The breeze is out of the south at 2 miles an hour. So plan accordingly on your 3-point shot.
Right.
Anyway, it'll be so exciting. And frankly, that was the dream I had as a second grader, third grader, fourth grader. All the hundreds of hours I shot baskets at Philo Grade School outside in the rain. It was always down to the last shot at the Assembly Hall for the state championship. Back when Lee Caboody had his team there in 1968. Central Maroons were there, and I was a fan of Jesse McNeil and all these other Clyde Turner. I mean, we were dreaming of playing in the Assembly Hall, and this is the first time Unity's ever got to play there because they played in the state championship when it was in Peoria, which is awesome. But the Assembly Hall was the show, man. It was like a spaceship. Everybody wanted to play in the Assembly Hall.
Not many Champaign County teams have made it. I mean, Central did it in the, I think, mid-40s or something like that. But they're
Central had a team.
Maybe in lower 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Okay.
They had the kiddo. What in the world? I'm blanking out because I'm just aging. But it's a kid that played at Indiana. That family was awesome. No.
Well,
former coach at Urbana High School. The head. Oh my gosh, good friend. I'm sorry. I need what's called ginkgo biloba.
Pen and paper
was there.
Pen and paper works for me. If I don't write it down, gone.
Hey, I gotcha. Yeah, Central was definitely there. I'd say 15 years ago.
Okay.
Central was that. It was in Peoria. So I
see. Maybe my statistic is State Farm Center, Assembly Hall.
It's the Assembly Hall, man. It's always been the Assembly Hall.
How many people have, gone to state from Champaign County
to the Assembly Hall? The last time Central made it was in the 60s because I watched the game. They lost in the quarters. But Lee Caboody, the great Lee Caboody, was the coach, and everybody watched Champaign Central High School make the State Farm Assembly Hall.
Assembly Hall.
We undersold that.
Exactly.
State Farm's paying $3 million a year. That's chump change. What the heck, Mike? What was the guy's name? Mike Thomas. All right, 7:12. Our meteorologist Greg Solier brought to you this morning by Watts Copy Systems. You want an evaluation? Might save money on color printing. What's your machine got at your work? Get a free evaluation at 217-352-0428. All right, Mr. Greg, I know there's rumble-thumble, I think, out there somewhere in the next day or so. What are you seeing today?
Yeah, well, just that, and I think the bulk of the meat and potatoes of this severe weather outbreak, which will be probably at its heaviest, just none too far north and northwest of us, but we'll be in the southern flank of it. So heads up as we head into the late afternoon, and really the first part of tonight, up to about and through the midnight hour, the best likelihood of generating a couple of strong and severe storm outbreaks in parts of the area. But until then, out the door this morning, already at 47 degrees, and the south wind at 12 miles per typical high this time of the year, somewhere in the 47-degree range. We're already at 57, heading towards 77 today, and the record high for this date here on this March 10th is generally in the mid-70-degree range. Actually, it's 73 set back in 1990. So record-setting warmth, south wind, maybe a stray shower thunderstorm late this afternoon. Otherwise, a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms, probably heavy and severe. Enhanced risk, that's level 3 out of 5 in the old severe weather chart. Low down to 60 tomorrow. Windy, rainy in the morning, more rain in the afternoon. We'll get a break in between, but temperatures begin their slide in that midday break from the 60s in the morning to the 40s by supper time. We'll swing the winds into the north, clear it off tomorrow night, drop down to a colder low of 29. Sunshine more seasonal for Thursday, 47, up to 56 on Friday, 57 on Saturday. Then Saturday night, Sunday, some rain will come through the area, probably north of Champaign, Fort, Iroquois, Kankakee counties, maybe some wet snow involved. Temperatures again in the upper 50s on Sunday. Then sharply colder air moves back in. Welcome to springtime. We're all over creation. A little snow in the air Monday at 35 and highs only in the 30s for Tuesday of next week as well. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
All right, we go right to morning sports. Thank you very much, Greg Solier. All right, we'll keep our eyes out and be alert. 7:14, ESPN 93.5. The Big Ten tournament men's starts today.
It does, and number 17, I have MAR.
Well, there's nobody.
Can't even think.
Nobody. Nobody. Are you talking about the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Nobody number 17 is playing today. MAR might be Maryland, but they're
Maryland
not. Maryland
and
not
number 16 Oregon.
Oh, you're talking seeds.
Yeah.
Not rankings.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a 4.
16, 17. It's 15, 16, 17, 18 play today. The bottom of the Big Ten, but Northwestern's 15, so they'll play today.
Yes, and they're playing number 18, Penn State.
Gotcha.
So that's around, 6:30 or something right after the 4 o'clock game at the United Center.
It's just on. It's just
is.
March Madness.
Right.
We're doing a bracket challenge, and so people need to be ready to go by
Absolutely.
Monday to get your brackets in. I'm giving out season football tickets for the winner.
Yes.
And if it's a tie, we're going to have a drawing.
Right.
So we want you to get your brackets in. Here will be one of the 10 you enter. But ours will have, a little kick to it with some nice season tickets for football.
Right,
And
right now.
That's a thing now.
Kramer Siding and Window is in on the fun. Urbana Park District also sponsors, along with Mike Wallner at Orange and Blue.
Awesome. Golf.
U of I Golf Course in Savoy. And Legacy Solar with Butch Patrick as Eddie Munster as their representative.
But the guy selling you the solar,
Walter Pierce,
standing by.
Absolutely. All right, so we also have the rankings with Duke, Arizona, and Michigan still 1, 2, and 3. But when it comes to the Big Ten, Illinois is bumped up to number 9. Nebraska's now at 11. Purdue at 18. And Wisconsin, number 23. So that happened.
What are we again?
Number 9.
Very good.
Mhm.
Solid. Yep.
In the top 10.
I think we're going to be a 2. I hope we beat Wisconsin. I think that's probably a very good game.
No, it's Wisconsin USC, right? I mean,
Wisconsin, it's USC or Washington. USC's a mess. Okay. I don't know if they can beat Washington.
Okay.
So I just think Wisconsin probably wins.
Okay.
You're right, though. I don't know.
That's right. That's why they play them.
Exactly.
But Wisconsin is a number 5 seed coming into the Big Ten tournament. So
how do you scout that? I mean, Illinois is now preparing, but they've got to touch USC, Washington for sure, and probably focus on Wisconsin, but they got to talk all 3.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't want to be caught by they're just so deep in this stuff. By the way, thank you, Christian. Verdell Jones, his son played
Verdell Jones.
Yeah. So that was
I'm glad Christian's listening.
He knows everything. And his dad can't remember names. Just unbelievable.
Right.
Evolved. Nice to see you again, Blue.
We have Illinois baseball. They bumped it up to 3:30 because of these storms that Greg Sollier was talking about happening later today. So we'll play Western Illinois at Illinois Field around 3:30 today. And then the series against Minnesota starts Friday at 6. Now, when it comes to NFL and free agency, it just seems like it's bonkers, the kind of the money I'm seeing.
And you know what? It doesn't matter for the fantasy players because you're still going to wear a jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And I want Mike Evans. Now I'm going to have to say Mike Evans from San Francisco versus Tampa.
Right.
It doesn't affect my life.
Right.
Good for them. Mike Evans, a receiver of 12 years, just got $60 million for three years. This is the payout to earn, be real good, and then finally get the big payout.
That's right.
That's what these players look for, and there's a lot of shifting.
Absolutely.
But
we're back to my Velcro numbers and names on the back of the jersey.
They change
just
all the
switch it
time.
out.
That's
I
so
need
funny.
to patent that idea.
Our weather brought to you this morning by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Kurt and State Farm are there. And by Busey for over 158 years. Busey, member FDIC. Okay, we're watching this stuff. Here's our meteorologist, Greg Sollier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana is Saturday, an active and in some areas moisture-laden setup the next 12 to 24 hours. And these wide swings of temperatures will keep the moisture pattern going. But in the short term, windy, blustery days worth of record and near record-setting warmth across East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities will top around 77. That breeze out of the south and southwest on the increase to 12 to 22 and gusty. Partly sunny skies. We may spark a stray shower thunderstorm, even a locally heavy one late this afternoon. Otherwise, a likelihood of some weather watches across the area and enhanced risk of severe weather for tonight before midnight in particular, with some showers and thunderstorms, a low near 60. Windy turning much cooler for the day tomorrow. 60s in the morning, 40s in the late afternoon. A couple of rounds of shower activity and some steady rains as well. South winds will swing to the north. Windy, much colder, clearing tomorrow night down to 29. Sunshine 47 on Thursday, 56 on Friday. Some rain in the forecast late Saturday into Sunday. Maybe a little snow on the overnight. Daytime temperatures in the 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Since we opened our doors in 1868, Busey has fostered deep customer relationships and vibrant communities, embodying a legacy of partnership and progress. With multiple lines of business, we provide a range of financial solutions tailored to your needs. From digital banking to planning for retirement, Busey is here to help you achieve your financial goals. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Crude oil prices have moderated, easing inflation concerns, and stock futures are higher following yesterday's recovery. The turnaround happened after President Trump's comments that the conflict in Iran will end very soon. Lego says higher energy and raw material costs could be coming because of the conflict in the Middle East. CEO Niels Christensen says Lego's impact could be gradual and cushioned by its existing deals for plastics and other raw materials. Lego's had a strategy of locating plants close to key markets, which has helped rein in costs and shield it somewhat from tariffs and supply chain disruptions. And Swiss candy maker Lindt says users of weight loss medications are consuming more chocolate, not less. The research is based on an internal study. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola. Invested in you.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, everyone. It's Candace Cameron Bure.
Hey, everyone. It's Phil Sims.
It's Dolores Catania.
Hey, everyone. I'm Kix Brooks.
It's Candace Bushnell.
I'm Rob Paulson.
I'm Ryan Serhant.
Hey, everyone. I'm Nicole Palizzi.
Everybody's Kevin Nealon.
What's up, guys? It's Nia Sue, and it's time to take the quiz.
5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
Well, if you want to sell your home, you might call Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group. In fact, when Taylor needed to sell her home and buy a home at the same time, which makes sense, she reached out to the experts at the Nate Evans Group for help. 5-star review, Taylor says that Matt from the Nate Evans Group helped to coordinate both transactions smoothly, keeping the process organized and stress-free.
Yeah, for Taylor, it was easy, and it could be for you, too, with that smooth transition from selling your home to buying the next one, trying to figure out, you don't want to have a couple of mortgages and things like that, right? Well, and can also give you some tips when it comes to those banking solutions, and it just has a pulse on what's happening. In fact, if you want to get your home value, you can go online to the Nate Evans Group and start to look things up and get that process started with an experienced agent who will steer you the right way. Nate Evans at the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty. Call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. The number is 217-239-7113, or that online search to Nate Evans Group to start packing.
Sell your home with the Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Why use Lands Underground Solutions? We have the team, the technology, the tools, and the most experienced team in the industry.
Hi, it's Wes from Lands Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Lands is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Lands we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Lands Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale our no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund. Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Spring is here, and so is that clutter. Ready to clear it out? Call 2 Men and a Junk Truck. We make spring cleaning a breeze with fast, friendly junk removal you can count on. Old furniture? Gone. Boxes? Bye-bye. Yard clutter? See ya. We do all the heavy lifting, so you can kick back and enjoy a clean, open space for the season ahead. More room, less stress, and a home you'll love. Starting now. Book today at 2menandajuncktruck.com. 2 Men and a Junk Truck. Junk removal made simple.
All right, 724. Tyler and Braden Henry, two of the stars of this Unity basketball team that just made the state championship semifinal, playing Thursday afternoon at 2:30.
Yes.
Against Peoria Manual. Then if they win, they would play noon on Saturday for the state title.
But if they lose, it's later that night at 8:45 against Quincy Notre Dame or Farragut. They play at 4:15 at the State Farm Center on Thursday.
Congratulations to Coach Matt Franks and his Unity Rockets. It's hard to make it.
I know.
Final
beating
four.
Kankakee, Bishop McNamara 77-70 in the Class 2A Super Sectional last
so we'll
night.
talk to Tyler and Braden Henry, football stars, basketball stars, baseball stars, otherwise not very athletic. So, that's pretty cool.
What a great family with Cindy and Jason, and they live in Sydney now, and just Rocket Nation is really celebrating this win and embracing the whole, the senior class for 2026 is amazing. Some of the people
really
that they've been
is.
playing with since third grade.
No, that's right. They've been together a long time. All right, we have a Stever. This is a program I invented so that you might try a great business, and I'll pay your way the first time. So today it's Bulldog Disposal. Everybody needs one of those doggy bags you see all over our county now. Mm-hmm. And it's a 2 by 2 foot canvas bag that unfolds for an hour, and it holds 6 cubic yards of garbage, stuff that you just can't recycle or do anything else with. And we remodeled the bathroom. You're just going to have 1,500 pounds of tile or whatever it might be, and that doggone bag just holds.
That's right.
I think Phil told me he lifted 2,000 pounds, and that's a field trip for class and children to go watch him lift that thing. So if you want a free bag, you can buy them at Do It Best Hardware for $40 or so. If you live in Champaign County, I get that delivered to your home. And then you fill it at your leisure. Normally we're 7 days, and that's it. But for this one, you fill it, you call it when you're done, he'll come get it, it's fun, and you clean.
Okay, and you got the household cleanups or garage or small remodel jobs or roofing repairs, all kinds of things as they take your leftovers at Bulldog Disposal.
So you can text in doggy bag to 217-359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line. The pickup is about $180. So this is a all in, I don't know, $220. Mm-hmm. I'll pay the whole darn thing. All of it.
Spring cleaning project, Get her done.
You're welcome. 217-359-2255, and you can get one of these doggy bags. So just text in doggy bag if you're interested. I just flashed back to Kenny Pratt.
Okay.
Kenny Pratt was in grade school with me at Philo Grade School. Kenny Pratt was one of those really tall sixth graders, and he was a really good player. And I watched him play. He was one of those lanky. He's not a Marvin Coker who was 6'4" in sixth grade. Not quite that tall, but he was tall. Mm-hmm. So I played basketball, dreaming of the assembly hall. Growing up, I dribble my ball down the alley in the rain, wind, cold, didn't matter. I dribbled to the basketball hoop by the old building at Philo Grade School.
Yes.
And I shot by myself. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people would show up and we'd play, around the world, sometimes one-on-one.
Or horse, or pig.
And we'd play, and most of the time I was alone. And my whole thing was last second, and I always thought if I could get in the air and see the basket, I should make it. And I just thought of it all the time. I was going to win the game at the assembly hall. And so one day Kenny Pratt was there, and he's a big dog, man. He's sixth grade basketball player. He's really tall. I was in third grade, and we played one-on-one. And I'm thinking of all this because no Unity player has ever played at the assembly hall in the state because we changed to Peoria. And that's one reason we had a class go there in the early 2000s. So anyway, I'm playing Kenny Pratt, and he was really, really good. And I guess maybe he didn't guard me hard enough or whatever, but I could make baskets. Mm-hmm. And here I am, a third grader, and I have the ball with a chance to win.
Yeah.
And he traps me up against the white building, up against the old building. I have no place to go, and he's totally covering me, and I just throw it over my head, and it goes in. And I remember, I think he might have slammed the ball on the ground. The crowd was going nuts. Yes. Yeah, we had about 500 there watching me in my head. Exactly. I don't think the janitor saw me. Nobody saw me.
Exactly.
But I remember I liked Kenny a lot. He was a good guy. But you think about those times. This is the culmination of my dream.
Yes.
This is the culmination of all the kids that play, hoping to play one time in the spotlight.
As Rocket Nation moves on in Class 2A.
But it's amazing the things that come to your heads. And, man, I thought of that all the time. And nobody has done that around here because it wasn't there for so long.
I know. It's the same in the Ducey driveway. I mean, I was always making the shots and, having it in my head of the scenario of the time's running out. Ryan Ducey gets around
2,
and
1.
Makes the layup.
Foul. Lane violation.
Exactly.
You always won in your brain.
Exactly.
It always worked out great. Anyway, all right, we'll be right back. We're going to meet Tyler and Braden Henry. They stopped by earlier before this spectacular 0 hour invention that they had to go actually lift 8 hours after they left the gym last night in Pontiac. They're lifting this morning. We'll chat with them in just a moment. Stand by. ESPN 93.5. It is March 10, Tuesday, March Madness.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Fox News, I'm CJ Pop. Another briefing from the Pentagon featuring Secretary of War Pete Hegseth and America's top general, Joint Chiefs Chair Dan Kane, as Operation Epic Fury reaches day 11.
Today will be, yet again, our most intense day of strikes inside Iran.
And Secretary Hegseth, 7 U.S. service members have paid the ultimate price in the war so far. President Trump flying back to the White House overnight from Florida. And while on board Air Force One, he spent about 20 minutes chatting on the phone with Fox's Trey Yingst.
I asked him about Mojtaba Khamenei, and he said that he's not happy with this selection. He goes on to say, I don't believe he can live in peace.
And two talking about the new supreme leader of Iran. And today, a top Iranian security official told President Trump, quote, be careful not to get eliminated yourself. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. 2 juveniles arrested Friday morning after reports of an armed person and possible gunshots near a North Champaign neighborhood. Police dispatched to Hedge Road and Garden Hills Drive after getting reports of an armed subject. 911 callers said they heard gunshots nearby, prompting a visible police presence. Officers did locate the 2 juveniles. They were eventually taken into custody. Champaign Park redesign aims to welcome kids and families. Champaign Park District says the Garden Hills Park on the property of Garden Hills Academy, one of Champaign's oldest parks, and sits at the top of the replacement list. Proposed investment comes as the Garden Hills neighborhood is dealing with news of a 15-year-old boy being shot last Wednesday. Illinois lawmakers pushing to raise the minimum wage to $27 by 2032, with increases starting this year. But an Illinois business advocacy group says they strongly oppose potential increases. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champaign.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA Champagne.com.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
Check of our weather brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you that if you want to do convenient care from your couch or living room, you can do a virtual visit. Learn more at carl.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana Memphis Saturday, an active and in some areas moisture laden setup the next 12 to 24 hours. And these wide swings of temperatures will keep the moisture pattern going. But in the short term, windy, blustery days worth of record and near record setting warmth across East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities will top around 77. That breeze out of the south and southwest on the increase to 12 to 22 and gusty. Partly sunny skies. We may spark a stray shower thunderstorm, even a locally heavy one late this afternoon. Otherwise, a likelihood notice of weather watches across the area and enhanced risk of severe weather for tonight before midnight in particular, with some showers and thunderstorms, a low near 60. Windy turning much cooler for the day tomorrow. 60s in the morning, 40s in the late afternoon. A couple of rounds of shower activity and some steady rains as well. South winds will swing to the north. Windy, much colder, clearing tomorrow night down to 29. Sunshine 47 on Thursday, 56 on Friday. Some rain in the forecast late Saturday into Sunday. Maybe a little snow on the overnight. Daytime temperatures in the 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
ESPN 93.5, I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
We got the Champion Unity Rockets sectional, super sectional last night was held in Pontiac against a very good Bishop McNamara team. And in our studio, we're very happy to welcome Tyler and Braden Henry, the twins as they've been called. Tyler, we'll begin with you. Last night you had 16 against Bishop McNamara. You were down one at half. Second half, you kind of got a lead. You held on 77-70 the final. You guys, what a run. How does all this feel, Braden?
No, this all feels pretty great. We made a state run in football, and now we're also making a state run in basketball, and it's just things you can dream of.
How's your body?
I'm a little sore today, but just excited to be here.
What do you mean Friday night at T-Town game you were cramping? I mean, you took the ball, 5.7 seconds, went the length, banked it in, winner. Were you thinking I'm going to get piled up on here?
Oh, yeah, I was pretty worried about a cramp whenever I was getting piled on. Even one of my coaches came over to make sure I was okay after it. So, no, it was pretty surreal.
Well, it's exciting. And Braden, you were a big part of last night's win. What was Bishop McNamara like? I mean, obviously good. I mean, Tyler, let me get you in. You had 16. Tell me about Bishop McNamara. What were they like?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're long, tall. To get on the super sectional stage, you have to be pretty good. So yeah, but we got the win and we felt good.
Yeah, it's Braden. You go on now. You got a few days. What's the next few days looking like before you play Peoria Manual at 2:30 on Friday?
We're gonna prepare like we have been all year. This is something that only a few teams are. This type of stage only a few teams are on. So we're gonna also enjoy the ride, but we're here to win. We're not here just to enjoy that. So we're going to prepare like we have all year and hopefully get them and see you Saturday at 12 o'clock.
This is incredible. You guys, this class, Dane Eisenminger, name all the guys that you've been playing ball with at whatever ball since fifth grade.
Really, Braden, have you guys been together since third grade?
Yeah, all of us. Like a few of us have left here and there, but we're all still hanging out.
Who are the core guys that have been together at Unity?
Core guys.
You guys, Dane, the Henry twins.
Dane, us, Colton, Trey Hogard.
Langendorf, Colton Langendorf?
Yep,
okay.
Colton Langendorf. Trey Hogard, Crew Eckstein.
Man.
Mason O'Neill.
So it's a core.
Yeah, that whole senior class on this basketball team was along for the ride in football and the past 10 years.
It's Braden Henry, Tyler Henry, the Henry twins as they're known at Unity High School. Super sectional champions last night in Pontiac, 77-70 over Bishop McNamara. Now off to state. Thursday. You'll play Peoria Manual. We don't know much about Peoria Manual. I don't think at this point, but at this point we don't care. I mean, you'll learn enough.
We're going to do our best.
Coach Matt Franks will have the scout for you. You can take a look at what you're going to need to do. But you guys play what, 8 guys? It's about an 8-man rotation?
Yeah, we got a deep bench. We always got fresh legs, and that keeps us in games and keeps us winning games.
Okay, Coach Matt Franks, back to T-Town. Matt Franks said what? It was 2.5 seconds. They added 2.2. It was 5.7. What was said in the huddle?
At first, I don't think he realized we had more time than 2.5 seconds or whatever it was. And once we realized that, we got in our full court set, and basically the full court set was to get me the ball and let me go. And that's what I did.
That was it. Get the ball, go. Yep. And you just instinctively went.
Yep.
And you knew you had to get a ball up and maybe in. But T-Town, they don't have football. No. This is what they do. T-Town's very hard to ever beat. They're kind of like Duke
Yeah.
Right? They're just a classy, big-time program, and it was your ball that went through that won the T-Town game. And again, Bishop McNamara last night. Tyler, okay, what do you expect? I mean, this is an experience. I was dreaming of playing in the assembly hall at that time. I used to play basketball 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. I always had the last shot. Right. You're the only class that will ever get to State Farm to this point. Unity went to State in Peoria in the 2002-3 era, and you get to do something that all of us have dreamed of doing. So what's the feeling?
I mean, you watch Illinois and those teams play at the State Farm Center all the time on TV, and it's like, it's pretty cool. Then you're like, you get to play there now, and like, yeah, I'm excited playing their hoops. I think those are cool looking. So I'm excited. Excited for our fans to be there, and yeah, I think it's a once in a lifetime moment. So
I wish you guys had more time to do some practicing in there to get that depth perception down.
Yeah, that would be fun to go like shoot around in there. But
At least nobody gets to practice, so there's that.
Right.
And Braden, again, you'll have your fans. Tell me about your Rocket Nation. Don't they travel well? It's unbelievable how many people come to your games.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. We got so many people. We got a fan bus that came last night. We'll have a fan bus on Thursday. And with it being so close, we're going to have an absurd amount of people there.
Heck yeah, go Rockets.
Go Rockets. Yeah.
Well, guys, I appreciate you running in just hours
and
after your
real
win.
quick, let's touch on your family because, your parents are so great, Jason and Cindy. And I know Cindy because she helped Aiden for so many years in like the special ed department in Unit 7. And now she's a teacher. Is it at Unity West? And they have the coffee cart and things like that. And that's one reason why you bonded so well with Caitlin Humer and then even went to support her at the Special Olympics polar plunge, which is how I kind of resurged with you on our friendship. And of course, your sisters and stuff like that, bonding with my family for so many years. And I just think the world of the Henry family. So thanks for all you're doing.
Thank you.
Family stays close. They follow all of you. You've been through this. Now it's you're going to remember these moments forever. This is a special thing. No class has done what you're doing. And it's exciting. We're proud of you both, and good luck to you Thursday. And you said noon?
Thursday at 2:30.
2:30. Thursday, 2:30. I had the day wrong and the time wrong. Otherwise, I'd been right there. 2:30 on Thursday, and go Rockets. We know a lot of people will be following you. Wish you the best. You got to go to school now? I mean, what's up?
Yeah, well, we got to go 0 hour and lift.
Okay. Yeah. Right after that ball game.
Well, and really the plan is for both of you to go to Danville Area Community College?
Both going to play?
Yep.
Can you describe how
and
close
it's
twins
baseball,
can...
Stevie.
Well, whatever. You're such athletes. You probably play more than that. Well, congratulations on playing at DAC. What about the closeness of twins? Can you explain your relationship? Tight. Who's older?
Braden.
Braden is
older.
Okay.
I mean, it's all I've ever known. It's all we've ever known, I guess. So it's kind of just like having a built-in best friend.
Yeah.
Like I always have someone to go outside and play catch with and play basketball with or whatever. So
what's your favorite sport?
Baseball. Football is pretty close to that, but it's
well, you're not
baseball.
bad at basketball.
Basketball's fun.
Just athletic. Listen, guys, Braden, Tyler, Henry, Unity High School, incredible run for the Rockets in 2025-26, and it continues Thursday, 2:30, tip-off at the State Farm Center. Congratulations to both of you, and well done.
Thank you.
Go Rockets.
Yeah, I would say the MVP is Jason and Cindy.
Yeah.
These guys came in about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Because they're lifting. They're not listening at all. But, man, talk about good first impression. I'm all about, first impression. And they're 10.
Yeah.
These are good boys.
Yep.
And these are really down-to-earth, good boys that very impressive, Mr. and Mrs. Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very impressive. I'm sure all your kids are like that. So anyway, it's exciting. It's never happened in Champaign anyway. And I think every kid wants to play in the State Farm Center. I'm sorry, Peoria, you did a good job and all that, but this is just iconic. Who builds a spaceship in the middle of nowhere in 1964?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. It's a spaceship. It's where all the Flying Illini and the 05 team and now this team, and it's a heck of an experience to be there watching, let alone on the court. We used to do these promotions back in the day. I got to play on that court. these little halftime things.
That's right.
Back when they didn't have anything else. And so it's like a stage and bright lights, and it's so
the show.
Cool. It's the show. It really is. It's
and
major
to have
college
our Unity
basketball.
Rockets there on Thursday to face Peoria Manual at 2:30. We made it.
Yep.
Go Rockets.
Yep.
Rocket Nation's just so excited about
Trying to think if Peoria Manual ever won a state title here. I'm sure they did, but they won most of them, I think, in Peoria when they had the tournament there. Wouldn't they have the tournament there since 96?
Right.
And we just got it back, 4 years ago or something?
I want to say that's right.
So I just think the coaches, the players, they're not, maybe some of them wouldn't say it, but they kind of want to play there because that's the building in Illinois. Yeah. That's it. I mean, United Centers, that's fine. That's the Bulls, of course. That's different level. It's NBA. And certainly that's iconic for Michael Jordan. There's no doubt about that. But here in Champaign-Urbana, we're pretty proud of the State Farm Center, the assembly hall for us townies.
Right.
So anyway, well done, boys. Good job. Braden and Tyler Henry.
Yes.
Good to have them on. Hope to get Matt Franks on tomorrow. He's their coach. This has never been done. Matt's won 33 games now. Is it 33-2 or 32-2? It's unbelievable. Nobody's ever won that many games at one basketball season at Unity.
Absolutely.
It's just historic. This is a moment you recognize. You want to go on. It's not to dwell on at this point. There'll be plenty of time to dwell. Right now, you're getting ready to win and try and win the 2:30 tip-off against Peoria Manual, who traditionally has been just a monster wherever they play basketball. So they're going to be tough, I'm sure. And they play, I think, a lot of 3A teams. They have 9 losses, so I think they play a few more bigger teams. But Unity's really good. And earlier on, they did a broadcast of the News Gazette at the Esquire, and Matt Daniels had the Unity Rockets 9th in the state. And Dane Eisenberger said, we're going to finish our season at the State Farm Center.
Well, hey.
How about that?
Look at that prediction
How
that
about
has
that?
come true.
All right.
And it speaks volumes as to the coaching over the, decades in Rocket Nation that have done so well with all of our athletics. And now, we have this pinnacle event coming up on Thursday. Rocket Time, for instance. You're arriving 10 minutes before you have to be there.
No, it's impressive.
And getting your headset and ready to go.
It's shocking what the changes over the last 50 years at Unity, because it's a campus now. Who has a wrestling building? Does anybody have a wrestling building? I'd never heard of that in high school.
We had 3 wrestlers at the State Farm Center for wrestling a few weeks ago.
Yeah, no,
our Rocket program for wrestling is amazing with Logan Patton.
The Rocket Center was a facility they built. They built new schools in the last 30 years, 20 years. Anyway, it's happening and pretty exciting locally. It'll be all over the News Gazette, I'm sure. Let us check now our sports headlines of the Big Ten tournament beginning.
That's right, with the number 17 seed Maryland taking on number 16 seed Oregon today at 4 o'clock. The game after that, around 6:37, will be number 18 Penn State taking on number 15 seed Northwestern. Of course, the games will continue every game, and then at 2:30, no, I'm getting mixed up. Friday is when our Illini play, and it's most likely going to be Wisconsin, but we don't know.
Yeah.
It could be USC or
Washington.
Yeah. So, of course, Big Ten tournament underway, and we're all about our Illini here on ESPN 93.5. By the way, the Illini ranked number 9 now in the latest AP Top 25 college basketball poll. And Nebraska at 11, Purdue 18, and Wisconsin made it at number 23. Baseball team moving up their time to 3:30 against Western Illinois because storms are rolling in later tonight, according to our meteorologist Greg Soulier. So they'll make sure they try to get that game in. 3:30 start at Illinois Field if you want to see our baseball team take on Western Illinois. They've got a series coming up against Minnesota starting Friday at 6. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
All right, get Dr. Todd on here in a minute and talk a bit about your dogs and cats if you want to do that, because spring is feeling it. It's going to get cold again, as Greg mentioned. We'll check that forecast now. ESPN 93.5. It is Tuesday, March 10. If you are keeping track. Yeah, March Madness. Finally, we are here. Here's meteorologist Greg Soulier with impending storms, perhaps.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana Memphis Saturday, an active and in some areas moisture laden setup the next 12 to 24 hours. And these wide swings of temperatures will keep the moisture pattern going. But in the short term, a windy, blustery day's worth of record and near record-setting warmth across East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities will top around 77. That breeze out of the south and southwest on the increase to 12 to 22 and gusty. Partly sunny skies. We may spark a stray shower thunderstorm, even a locally heavy one late this afternoon. Otherwise, a likelihood of some weather watches across the area and enhanced risk of severe weather for tonight before midnight in particular, with some showers and thunderstorms, a low near 60. Windy turning much cooler for the day tomorrow. 60s in the morning, 40s in the late afternoon. A couple of rounds of shower activity and some steady rains as well. South winds will swing to the north. Windy much colder, clearing tomorrow night down to 29. Sunshine 47 on Thursday, 56 on Friday. Some rain in the forecast late Saturday into Sunday. Maybe a little snow on the overnight. Daytime temperatures in the 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Well, he is Dr. Todd Likens, who call him the Pet Pro, Madison, Kirby, and Champaign, with a herd of his own called English Cream, the White Goldens. He's on the phone. Todd, how are you?
Good. I'm standing in the middle of a bunch of dogs chewing on yak bones. I don't know if you can hear the background chewing going on.
Yak bones. Okay, so explain. I know yak. I know that, but why is yak better than whatever you've been giving?
Well, it's highly digestible, and it's a healthy snack. It's a milk type thing. They're very hard, and they chew on them for days. That's something that lasts. And then when they get little, then you put them in the microwave and poof them up, and they're like popcorn then. So they
Where do you buy your yak bones?
Oh, you can buy them anywhere. They're online, Amazon and every place else. But we like them a lot. We learned about them. We were at a trade show way back when, and met the guys that came up with this idea. And it's like, it's great. So a little pricey, but they last a long time.
All right, so, but you're very careful what the doggies eat, because there's only so many treats they should have, correct?
Right. You want to make sure they're healthy treats as much as you can. I mean, dogs have got to choose. So this is something we can give them, and we feel is safe. So many things are dangerous. They get obstructions and things like that if they bite off big hunks of things. So, like if you're feeding your dog a rawhide and you see him about ready to swallow a big chunk, I always say, pick it up, cut it off, give it back. Don't let them eat the big pieces. That's what gets stuck.
Yeah, back in the day when we knew very little about dogs, we thought they lived outside. It was way back in the 80s, and we thought they lived outside. Yeah. Anyway, somebody had thrown I guess it was a pork chop bone or something, and it was a circle bone, and Theodore, the great dog, the great golden, had that stuck on the bottom teeth with his tongue pinned down. Yeah.
And I've seen that like several times, probably half dozen times in my career for dogs get their
teeth stuck. We took them to the U of I at the time, and obviously you can't say "ah," right. They're not going to open it. Right. So they were talking about anesthetic and putting them, kind of get to that. And I said, okay. And he said, well, we could get them fixed. And in the corner of the room, it went. He heard that and popped that thing out himself.
Maybe I'll try that technique. I like it.
Well, we'll just spade or neuter them. And that bone popped right out. And I'm going, he understood that. Wow.
Love it. That's a good one.
Oh, my. I tell you, you've seen good ones. How long you been a vet?
Well, I tele-obey all my life, and I'm old because my dad was a vet. So I don't know any different. I don't know what to do if I'm not doing vet stuff or living with animals. It's kind of the way I've been all my life. I'm kind of different, I guess.
Tell you what, though, but you've seen the evolution of, dog died today. Now it's like, oh, my gosh. I'm pretty convinced I could have a pet cemetery and people would buy plots. It has changed so much.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
But you've seen that evolution. When did that occur? It's been a gradual, I know, but I mean, dogs lived outside, no leashes, poop in the guy's yard.
Yep.
But now they're sophisticated. They're sleeping in our beds. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable.
I think back to the days that, we were on a farm call and a dog came up with his leg obviously broken. And my dad asked him if he wanted him to put a splint on. The guy said, "No, he'll be fine." Nowadays, if you turned that kind of care down, they'd be arresting you for animal abuse. And I think a big change occurred when the leash laws came in. We used to see a lot of hit by cars because dogs would be running free. And when the leash laws came, people, I think, got more involved, and it's been a slow transition since then, I think.
But, they've always been perceptive. They've always had eye contact. They've always loved you like, I've never seen you before. It's always, I'm so convinced it's God's example to people of unconditional love. That's what that is. It's like, we love you. You yelled at me this morning, but I love you so much. Where you been? Where you been? I mean, it's unbelievable. It's just, it is a remarkable, and they're just, I can't tell you how much dogs have meant to our life. We just love them.
Absolutely. And Olive, to Aiden, even though Olive hasn't gone through any kind of therapy dog training, she's Aiden's therapy dog for sure. Because they've grown up together,
Yeah.
Right.
No.
They can draw kids out without a doubt. No doubt.
It is, I always think, it's so brutal to go through the end, but it's worth it. But it's so brutal.
Yeah,
it is beyond... It's real sadness.
And like I said, a lot of kids, that's their first real experience with loss. I mean, a lot of times the grandparents don't live anywhere near them, and they die. But a dog lives right next to you and sleeps with you, and then that's a real experience with death for the first time.
That's right.
Those are important events.
But I guess as we talk veterinary stuff, I mean, the thinner they are, the healthier they are, the more exercise they get, the longer they can last, rather. So it's just taking care of your puppy so that they can hang in there a long time, and good luck taking weight off. I've tried to do that a long time. So try not to let them get heavy, because that's just brutal. Because
I know.
Stay on the treadmill, honey. I said keep walking.
Well, and with your little grandson Graham, and Hudson and Riggy Boy are just buddies at the Home and Homer. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Graham came up and got to see his first surgery yesterday.
Oh, boy.
We're breaking him in right.
Wow.
So he loves all the dogs and all the different things they do. So we had one of our dogs had a spay yesterday, and she. When she woke up, Taylor was recovering her, and Graham was there, and that dog wanted to be around that baby. She just said, "Oh, there's a baby. I like it." So
yeah, it's amazing.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Todd, always a pleasure. How can people connect with Todd Likens, Pet Pro, veterinarian?
Yeah, we like texting. Miss Taylor's on the line, so she can talk to lots of people. 217-355-5051.
All right, my friend. Nice talking to you.
All right, see you guys.
That's Todd Likens, Pet Pro at Madison, Kirby, and Champaign. All right, if you want our Stever, we're giving out a doggy bag. This is the 6 cubic yard capacity garbage bag that you can really, and I tell you, you know how it feels. You've done it before. I've cleaned this. It's all clean. How does that make you feel? It's a huge boost to your mentality.
Oh, my goodness. So great.
Everything is so cluttered. We're so blessed with so many things that we don't know what to do with it.
Right.
And that's got value. You can't get rid of that. Oh, no, you can't. Remember the sentiment? I know. You got to clean it up. It's just a matter of decluttering, and you'll feel more together in your life. So if you want a $220 thing today, I'll give it to you. But just text in doggy bag, and Phil will take care of it when you're full. What you do is you get it unfolded. You say, man, that does hold a lot.
Keep unfolding.
And you
unfold
There's a lot
more.
of capacity. And I've seen these really packed, and they've been 2,000 pounds, and it's canvas, and yet it still holds.
And then he'll bring in that little claw and put it on the back of his truck and haul it away.
And you can watch that from a distance in case it breaks. So I don't think one's ever broken. But anyway, if you have garbage, stuff you can't recycle or sell, you need a doggy bag, and put it on your shelf, and when you're done, you're done. There's no real rush on this. So if you're interested, it costs $40. You can buy the bags at Do It Best Hardware, but I'll get it delivered to your home if you're in Champaign County. And all you got to do is text in on the Fisher National Bank text line to 217-359-2255 and text in doggy bag. We know you're interested in this cool giveaway for this morning. Okay, we'll be right back. The news is up next, and then a whole nother hour together. And if you got something else to say on the text line, text it in.
You can always watch the show at Stevie Jay Show on YouTube.
All right, 7:58.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank.
I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
An update on the war with Iran, day 11. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Iran stands alone, and they are badly losing.
And War Secretary Pete Hegseth just said this will be the most intense day of American strikes so far, with the same three goals: to destroy
missiles and their ability to make them. 2, destroy their navy. And 3, permanently deny Iran nuclear weapons forever.
And Hegseth repeated President Trump's warning last night on Truth Social,
saying if Iran does anything to stop the flow of oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they will be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder than they have been hit thus far.
Oil prices are down this morning, back to about $89 a barrel the day after spiking well over 100, but gas is up another 6 cents. At the same briefing a short time ago, the military's top general, Joint Chiefs Chairman Dan Kane, paid tribute to the 7 U.S. soldiers killed in Iranian attacks.
To the families and the families of all of our fallen, we share in your profound grief. The Joint Force remains eternally grateful for your sacrifice.
Kane and Hegseth were there last night when the remains of the 7th, Sergeant Ben Pennington, returned last night in a flag-draped coffin. Israel keeps joining the U.S., attacking Iran, and Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv talked to President Trump last night.
The president told me that one of the things that surprised me most was when they attacked countries that were not attacking them. Speaking about Iran launching missiles and drones toward Gulf countries like the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait.
The president is warning he might not sign any bills approved by Congress until they pass a new voter ID law. The Democrats are blocking, claiming it would make it harder for millions of Americans to vote. Now, Democrats also keep blocking funding for Homeland Security, demanding immigration enforcement reforms. That means TSA airport security workers are not getting paychecks, so some are not showing up, leading to hours-long security lines at some airports. America's listening to Fox News.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday. Let's do this Monday. ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
They're voting today in Georgia to choose a new member of Congress to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene, once a strong Trump ally whose relationship soured with the president. The Republican resigned in January. There are 17 candidates on the ballot in this House race, so if nobody gets 50% of the vote, there will be a runoff.
for the top two in today's election, April 7th. A current member of Congress is stirring up controversy.
Tennessee House Republican Andy Ogles is getting some support, but mostly backlash after posting on social media, Muslims don't belong in American society. Pluralism is a lie. Trump Special Envoy Richard Grenell posts, stop attacking the First Amendment to the United States Constitution. Top House Democrat Hakeem Jeffries writes, Andy Ogles is a malignant clown and pathological liar who's fabricated his whole life story. Congressman Ogles responds, a Muslim shot and killed 3 Americans in Texas. 2 Muslims tried to blow up New York City again. Meanwhile, all DHS counterterrorism programs are unfunded because you shut them down, referring to the partial government shutdown, a shooting in Austin March 1st, and bombs thrown during a protest on Saturday. Chris Foster, Fox News.
He referenced the bombs. That was in a weekend attack in New York City.
My federal source tells me overnight more IEDs were discovered at a Pennsylvania storage unit connected to this case, and they were set off in a controlled detonation. Investigators say Ibrahim Qayyumi and Emir Balat brought 2 homemade explosives to an anti-Muslim protest on Saturday that was happening not far from Gracie Mansion, home to New York City's first Muslim mayor. Both men made their first appearances in federal court on Monday, each facing 5 charges for attempting to support ISIS and use a weapon of mass destruction.
Fox's CB Cotton in New York. On Wall Street, stocks could drop. Dow futures down almost 100 points. At the World Baseball Classic, Japan just shut out Czechia to finish undefeated in pool play, advancing to the quarterfinals. Team USA can go to the quarters with a win over Italy tonight. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois lawmakers pushing to raise the minimum wage to $27 by 2032 with increases starting this year. But an Illinois business advocacy group says they strongly oppose potential increases. 2 juveniles arrested Friday morning after reports of an armed person and possible gunshots near a North Champaign neighborhood. Police dispatched to Hedge Road and Garden Hills Drive after getting reports of an armed subject. 911 callers said they heard gunshots nearby, prompting a visible police presence. Officers did locate the 2 juveniles. They were eventually taken into custody. Champaign Park redesign aims to welcome kids and families. Champaign Park District says the Garden Hills Park on the property of Garden Hills Academy, one of Champaign's oldest parks, and sits at the top of the replacement list. Proposed investment comes as the Garden Hills neighborhood is dealing with news of a 15-year-old boy being shot last Wednesday. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim. 8:06. Welcome to hour number 2. I am Stevie J. That is Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
That's Greg Solier, who's hard at work over a hot weatherboard, working for you.
Yep, over those weather maps and charts in abundance, sir.
Well, people are wondering the breakdown of the timing, and I've heard the T word mentioned as far as could a tornado be part of this later tonight?
It's we're all kind of bracing for impact here. Is Greg Solier, good to have a guy that really knows how to do this. So listen carefully, friends.
I think kind of what helps is this is a little bit delayed, or will be a little bit delayed in getting going and ramped up. You typically look at that, especially, get a little bit later in the springtime, but typically in that 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock time frame. So this will be maybe closer to a 5 or 6 o'clock getting going in some pretty good coverages across the area. Not to underestimate and undermine anything that'll be going on. We continue to sit in this enhanced risk area. That's kind of level 3 out of 5. So, there'll be some weather watches and warnings across the area. We're pretty much sure about that as we head through the mid to late afternoon.
You know of any totals? I mean, we're going to get a couple inches on this kind of thing, or?
Right now, kind of trimmed back because of the later arriving stuff, but still, some spots may see more than an inch and a half, close to 2. We think probably 2 areas, one split south of maybe I-70. Unfortunately, in some of the still very wet areas of southeast Illinois, southern Indiana, another corridor where there's a little bit of a boundary and the wind will come in off Lake Michigan. So kind of along that Kankakee or I-80 corridor northward, that may be another corridor that picks up some heavy rainfall, then picks up entirely over the rest of the eastern Corn Belt, where we still need some work to be complete, or at least get going and continue to work away on this drought pattern across the Midwest.
Okay, Champaign County, nothing crazy then, I guess.
We'll have watches, warnings, and we'll have the spotters out there and all that kind of stuff. So good idea to keep an eye on things as we head through the late afternoon and through the probably first part of this evening.
All right, Greg Solier, brought to you by Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, spring break is on the horizon, and you can check out the Indoor Aquatic Center at 102 East Michigan in Urbana. Plus, the summer camps and the summer jobs are available too at urbanaparks.org.
All right, sir, tell me more details, my friend.
And those dew points, those humidity values are surging. That's why we have kind of this hazy, somewhat foggy look out there in some spots, despite a pretty healthy south-southwest wind at 13 at Willard and Savoy. They said it's 60 already. Normal high this time of the year. If I squint roll here, hard here, about 46, 47 degrees. So we're already 60 there. 58 at Rantoul, 62 at Danville. Over at Decatur at 60 degrees. Those dew points, you begin to feel them when they get to 60 when we put things into summertime perspective. So on March 10 and it's humid out there, yeah, things are going to get pretty well juiced up. But other than that, just kind of a partly sunny, windy, warm day's worth of weather through probably mid-afternoon. Mid-afternoon, we'll begin the sparking of a couple of isolated, widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. 2 areas to start south of probably I-70 and another corridor up near the Kankakee and I-80 corridor. That will be to start. Afternoon temperatures today expected to top out probably right around about 77, 76 degrees. The record high today is 73, set back in 1990, so records to be set. And the clusters of scattered showers and thunderstorms will coalesce into a line or two to come through the area. And again, some weather watches, warnings, and generally speaking, 0.5 to 1, but some pockets of 1 to 2 quick heavy downpours. You can put that over some of the wetter grounds. We may have to keep an eye on some standing water and flood potential. Temps tonight down around 60. And then there's more rain back in the forecast tomorrow morning. A rainy spell tomorrow afternoon, and temperatures will crash. Will probably be in the 60s at this point tomorrow morning. 40s by supper time tomorrow as winds swing to the north. We'll bottom out at 29 as skies clear tomorrow night. Mostly sunny, windy, much cooler weather, but seasonal at 47 on Thursday. We're bouncing back into the 50s for Friday and the weekend. But at night, some colder air lays out. A system comes on through. There'll be a snow system up near the I-80 corridor northward. We'll see a little wet snow in spots here late Saturday night, early Sunday morning before sunup, and then 58 later in the day. And then windy, colder weather for everybody with highs only in the 30s. Nights in the upper teens by Tuesday, and a couple of snow showers and flurries greets the new week as well. For TVT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Have you been dreaming of a new home or thinking of ways to make your home all it can be? Well, dream no more. Fisher National Bank works every day to help turn dreams into a reality. With experienced mortgage lenders, competitive rates, fast approvals, and local servicing, their mortgage experts will guide and support you throughout the process. Start your journey today at any Fisher National Bank location or begin it online at fishernational.com. They can't wait to welcome you home. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
Flooring Surfaces in Champaign isn't just a carpet store. It's your destination for the latest innovations in flooring. You'll find a curated collection of the best porcelain tiles, fine wool and patterned carpets, beautifully crafted hardwoods, and performance floors made to withstand life's messes. All in a renovated showroom designed to inspire your creativity. Your next floor can be truly stunning. Let Flooring Surfaces show you how at 401 Mercury Drive in Champaign.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
Come celebrate Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery's anniversary sale. You'll find savings store-wide. The installation is half off Mohawk's waterproof luxury vinyl floors. The installation is free on Mohawk carpet. Get up to $1,000 instant rebate on Mohawk carpets and floors. Plus, buy it all with 2 years free financing. It's the perfect time for those home updates. Don't miss the anniversary sale going on now at Carpet Weavers.
Have you been to Pards in Urbana? Well, you need to go to Pards in Urbana. Here's what people are saying. Great customer service, friendly staff. They treat you like family. I love Pards. I was very impressed. Great service, very neat store. I was greeted and asked if they could help me. That's why you should go. Check them out. It's Pards in Urbana. They're between University and Maine. It's on Maple. Pards in Urbana, or visit pards.com. Pards.com. Okay, so ESPN 93.5, we appreciate Tyler and Braden Henry coming by our studio early this morning.
That's right.
They were here at 6:30 in the morning after their super sectional victory over Bishop McNamara from Kankakee.
77-70 was the final in this Class 2A, so they're moving on to the state game against Peoria Manual. That's Thursday at 2:30.
If they win, they'll play noon on Saturday at State Farm. If they lose, they got to turn around and play at 8:30 that same night.
Right.
And again, for those of us old enough to remember the old state tournament, It was one class, then it was two classes. And so the first weekend would start Friday night with the Elite Eight, Saturday morning with the semis, and then Saturday night for the third place game and the championship. So they did play 2 games in one day back in the day. The fact that the champions get to rest the day is a real benefit.
Mm-hmm.
But to play at 2:30 on Thursday, and if they were to lose the Peoria Manual, they're back at it at 8:30.
That's right.
And that's for the consolation. They're going to take home a state trophy no matter what, because all 4 get big trophies.
In Class 2A, the 4:15 game is Quincy Notre Dame and Farragut. So if they were to be playing for third or fourth, that kind of losers bracket or whatever is at 8:45. Like you said
so
on
Unity
Thursday.
would play more 6:30. So the loser of the Farragut Notre Dame have to play at 8:30, and then Unity probably plays 6:30, something like that. So they play at 2:30 and 6:30.
It's back to back then for Quincy Farragut because their games
it's
around
4:30.
4:15.
They get 2 hours off like Unity. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think there was more of a spread back. I think
Well, that was one of the points to Philo's Coffee at the
Yeah.
Philo Tavern.
Yeah,
is the
listen,
guys are saying, geez, this is a lot on these athletes.
At this moment, they're in the state semifinals.
Right, we're happy.
That's unbelievable, and it's is it perfect? Of course, nothing's perfect. So
I think the tickets are between $20 and $13.
really, that's a lot.
So
$20 adults, maybe 13 seniors and kids, and something like that.
And depending on where you're sitting, because the inner bowl there is
Premium.
Yeah,
I mean, wouldn't she spend it?
For sure.
If your
Unity Rockets have never been there.
If I had a child involved, I'd pay whatever it costs.
I want to go just as an alumni.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be a lot of
clearing my schedule on Thursday afternoon here.
A lot of maroon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of a big deal for Central Illinois, and I haven't even checked the News Gazette. I presume it's front page stuff. I'll look here.
The game was in Pontiac last night. And
it's gotta be front page.
That was
front
the
page,
thing,
100%.
That was the thing too.
I know Jim Rosso.
Okay, and I do too. Look at that.
Front page.
Yes.
Super Success is what the title is. Shows the Unity Rockets on the front page of the News Gazette.
And this is
front page sports, I'm calling it.
Okay. And
okay, not quite.
Okay.
We have a bunch of other things with the March Madness and all the things coming up.
Right. With our Illini in action on Friday.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Pretty exciting.
Lots of great basketball going on, and we're getting
There's
in
another
on
Rocket Power.
Yes.
So that's a sport. Maybe that was the sports page. Maybe I don't know how many sections are in today. Yeah, this March Madness. There's a lot of basketball, man.
Absolutely.
And that's
and
that's Tyler. That's
Tyler's number 5. Braden number 11, I think.
This kid here. This is heard a lot of buzz about.
Oh, it's Greg Sawyer's birthday.
Today?
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
Sorry, Greg, we missed you. Maybe we should call him again.
No kidding. Well, shoot.
Anyway, are we doing sports?
Yep. 8:16 Big Ten tournament starts today.
We got a little squirrel going on.
No, I know the flashy thing. The Trey Hogard that he mentioned, that kid has been special as well.
Yes, he's number 12 there.
Yeah.
In our interview with the...
And that's Tyler, number 5?
Yes.
And what number is Braden, do we know?
11.
11, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Henry boys.
And talked about, how they've been playing since they were essentially 8 years old, the last 10 years that he mentioned.
Incredible.
And how tight this senior class of 2026 is for football that went to state, basketball, and baseball's coming up, and that's one of their favorite sports as they continue with Danville Area Community College on scholarship. Awesome stuff. All right, well, we'll have the Big Ten tournament today at the United Center, and after 4 o'clock, you can see Maryland and Oregon going at it. Then the later game tonight, Penn State and Northwestern. Of course, always fun to watch these games at Pia's 1609 West Springfield Avenue. When it comes to the AP poll, Illinois bumped up to number 9. We also have Nebraska at 11, Purdue at 18, and Wisconsin at number 23. Illinois baseball moved up their start time. The first pitch against Western Illinois on Illinois Field will be at 3:30 because the Storms will be rolling in later this afternoon, we're hearing. So that's essentially sports.
Okay.
Diane
I
Ducey.
just asked Greg if he can jump back on.
Oh, okay.
25 after and help me prepare the happy birthday music.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I will call that back.
And we do have his weather forecast here.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, good.
Bulldog Disposal, subject of our Stever.
Yes.
If you would like to get a $220 prize today, I give you a bag. You fill it up with stuff you just can't use anymore.
Time to clean out that garage.
Oh, boy. It's spring cleaning time, and you could use a Bulldog Disposal doggy bag. Simply text in. People want this, right?
359-2255.
Yep.
And the word doggy bag.
And we can't take it because somebody else wants this, right? Okay. Well, don't call then. Don't call. 217-359-2255. Text in doggy bag. All right, we check your weather with Greg Solier, meteorologist. Don't forget, it's Tuesday, March 10, and the year is 2026. 8:19.
Logan, everyone, let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign, Urbana, vicinity, wind-blown record in here. Record-setting highs for the day today up to 77 with a partly sunny sky, gusty south wind. There may be a stray shower thunderstorm in the late afternoon towards evening time. Otherwise, first part of tonight, an enhanced risk of severe weather. Probably some weather watches.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Jesse with Lands Drain Cleaning. Do you have your sewer line cleaned every year? Are you constantly getting roots or blockages? Why deal with that headache year after year? Call Lands Drain Cleaning today at 217-355-5512 to have our expert staff come out, clean your line. We give you a free camera inspection, show you what's wrong, where it's at, and then we can offer you a repair for that problem so you don't have to deal with it again. Lands Drain Cleaning. Why call anyone else?
Kohl's says sales slipped in recent months despite an improved profit. Chief Executive Michael Bender says Kohl's did make meaningful progress on its turnaround, but Kohl's shares are down more than 5%. Crude oil prices have retreated from yesterday's highs after President Trump signaled the Iran war would end soon. U.S. oil, West Texas Intermediate, is trading under $89 a barrel. Brent crude, the global benchmark, is under 92. It peaked near $120 yesterday. Josh Schaefer, editor at Barron's Investor Circle newsletter, says traders are still cautious because they don't know what soon means. AAA says the national average for regular gas rose again today to $3.53 a gallon. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
Hey, I'm Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy Podcast. Join me every Tuesday as we cover the full range of topics that are on your mind and speak with some brilliant, talented, thoughtful women and men who have excelled in their respective fields and careers. Plus, every Thursday is your turn. You get to be the lawyer and you get to ask the questions about whatever is foremost on your mind.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Here's a tip for your next flooring project. Bring your photos to the new showroom at Flooring Surfaces. Our dedicated team can design an incredible look using a showroom filled with the latest fashions and innovations in floor covering, colorful ceramic tiles, performance vinyls, large format porcelains, fine wool carpets. If you saw it on your phone, make it a reality at Flooring Surfaces. Just call 217-398-1990 to schedule your design consultation today.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
PDR Automotive in Urbana has been providing quality auto repair service for almost 50 years. Trusted by AAA Motor Club, PDR employs ASE certified technicians that use the latest in diagnostic equipment. They offer nationwide warranties and are even authorized to perform vehicle maintenance that won't void your factory warranty. Check them out 24/7 online at pdrauto.com. When you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481. They are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Okay, so we've hit 5,000 targets in Iran, and there's going to be more. The son of the mullah that was in charge of Iran and all the deaths for the last 37 years has taken over and has not pleased the president. Says he's just afraid it continues on. And if they were smart, and they are, you'd say, oh, please, let's meet. Let's just meet. And because now it's self-preservation. If you just say, okay, no more nukes for us, we're done, wink, wink, wait Trump out. You get a Democrat in there, it's whatever you want to do, I think. At least the way it sounds, it's just Joe Biden and Obama were very good to Iran, gave them a lot of billions of dollars of whatever they said it was. Frozen money, we owed them. I mean, they just used it for terror with Hezbollah, Hamas, and Houthis. So, and then we had two guys firing IEDs that have claimed their allegiance to ISIS. Keep in mind that the computer is used for great things, and it also used to recruit people that are on the edge and not sure what they're supposed to do in life except maybe now blow people up.
That's right.
So the IED tossing incident, they caught both guys.
In New York City.
18 and 19, they have parents that immigrated here, but they're citizens, so these kids are citizens of the United States who've just been radicalized. So whatever's happening up in that basement or down in that basement, up in their bedroom, about connecting with people that are their friend, and they get radicalized and they allegiance to Allah and ISIS. So we have got to be very bold and say, no, this is not, we're not doing this here. You're not going to get away with this, and the penalties will be incredibly big, because you start opening that door with the mental illness we have and the stuff, people looking for reason and purpose. They're going to grab hold of something because they were nice to them.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are outstanding recruiters because they don't want to blow themselves up. What are you kidding? We'll just have these guys do it. So we have a challenge ahead, because this action in Iran, which we hope really works out, because you're taking out nasty and bad and murderers, these clerics and radicalized people that have been in power 47 years in Iran, terrorized the Middle East. They've killed hundreds of thousands worldwide. They've killed, 1,000 of our U.S. soldiers at least. We just can't. You want to put up with that? They know they're the bully. They started bombing all the other Arab nations thinking they'd all go against the United States. They were totally wrong with that calculation. The other Arab states are happy that this threat is gone, and maybe we can normalize. Could there possibly ever be peace in the Middle East? Mm-hmm. And this is the only president in the future that will ever do this kind of thing. This is a president that listens to the arguments, that hears both sides, asks some questions, and then makes a decision. And to me, there's a lot of common sense. You really think that the Iranians were telling the truth when they were just building this for energy? Why would you bury it in the ground so deep under the mountain if it was for peaceful uses? Why would you turn down the promise of America to supply you with nuclear energy for free forever? They turned that down. So if they're intelligent, they would humble themselves for a minute and wait out Trump and still be in power and still kind of do what they do and claim that they're making progress and letting the women do a couple things. But you can't trust that, because they believe we should die because we're infidels, because we don't believe in what they believe. Mm-hmm. So we have got to be extraordinarily strong and firm at this point in history, and united. I know that's probably not possible. But what Donald Trump is trying to do is good, to get rid of somebody whose belief is you die because you don't believe in what we believe in. And so you're an infidel, so thus you die. And that has been going on for 47 years. 81% of Iranians don't want this. Oh, by the way, this women's soccer team, they got to stay in Australia.
Okay.
The president reached out, and their president said okay, and they were not covered in a picture. They were normal-looking women.
Okay.
So, but what happens to their families? If there's capability, they're going to go, because in the normal times in Iran, if your family's back there, it's going to be real bad for them. That's why they came back. Mm-hmm. My family's going to really suffer, so I'm not sure what the status of these ladies is. But they are seeking asylum in Australia. The president encouraged Australia to accept that, and they did. So there's about 12 lives that might have been saved, but I don't know what happens to anybody they know back there if they're still in that capability. Right now, they're probably all in bunkers.
Right.
So anyway, it's something that if we can get this thing done, and you can put in something that's going to get along with their neighbor, it's just a game changer for mankind. It'd just be unbelievable if that's possible.
Another headline, a special election in Georgia today to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. I don't know if President Trump endorsed any candidate on that.
I don't know. I know that it's such razor thin margins. I presume a Republican will win that in Georgia in that particular district, but I don't know. I do know that if they lose power in the House of Representatives this November, then it's over. The Trump era is over.
So we've got a primary election going on, too, for the next week. March 17th is next week. That's when we have to have our final votes in.
Okay.
So make sure you're making some choices, maybe doing
Still
some research.
early voting, maybe till Friday?
Right.
I think? Okay.
And then, and they were talking the mail-in voting, really, the cutoff was yesterday, I think. You never know on...
I don't understand all the deadlines
all
and
of that.
drop boxes and things I don't like.
Just do an online search to find out your ballot and do a little research ahead of time.
Yeah,
so
get
you're
your
all
vote
ready
in, man.
to go.
You got to vote. If
and
you
that
don't
determines
vote,
the ballot in November. Then.
You officially can't complain if you don't vote.
Who's
so
on the ballot? That's who we're
find
trying
out.
to decide.
And you can find out information about folks pretty easily these days.
Mhm.
Yeah, I said the Trump era is over because all that will happen in the last 2 years of Donald Trump is an impeachment that won't go anywhere except try to take up time and not do anything.
Ugh.
Another 2 years of impeachment.
So
That's what happens if the
frustrating.
Democrats get control of the House. That is absolutely 100% likely. Okay, back with the final segment of the program. You're always welcome to jump on the text line 217-359-2255. That is called the Fisher National Bank text line.
Ever wonder why you pay your bank to have a checking account? Fisher National Bank does too. You see, they offer free rewards cashback checking that gives you cash back on debit purchases, no service fees or balance requirements. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, receive electronic statements, and have one direct deposit in a monthly cycle. It's so simple. Reward yourself today with rewards cashback checking. Learn more at any branch or FisherNational.com. Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
You know, with like Lands Inc., we specialize in, we've got an amazing HVAC department that takes care of your furnace, you know, your heat system, air conditioning,
Some
they do
pumps,
that.
yeah.
And for us in Underground, we take care of all your pipes that come into your home, leave your home, and work around your home to keep it dry, you know, your drainage system, sump pumps, things like that. And exactly what you said, if you don't know, you know, a couple decades ago, it was more like, oh, something broke, go fix it, repair it, no big deal. Well, now with the technology, we have cameras, like you said, that we can come in on these.
Reese Crowley, Operation Epic Fury, Day 11. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth.
Today will be, yet again, our most intense day of strikes inside Iran.
To finish off the threat after President Trump said the mission may be ending very soon.
We wiped every single force in Iran out very completely.
Taking out layers of leaders, most of Iran's missile supply, production, army, and navy. And if Iran tries to attack oil shipping,
They'll get hit at a much, much harder level.
And the president says he's unhappy that the son of the Ayatollah was the choice for a supreme leader, saying, I don't think he can live in peace. Oil prices dropping back again today, bobbing around $89 after topping $100. But instead of gas prices dropping, AAA finds pump prices jumped to nickel again overnight. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a check of local news. Families and children across the state now have more choices at the grocery store after the special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children expanded its food package offerings. Instead of having to choose between peanut butter and beans at the health department, families can now choose for themselves at the store. Reading Across America celebrating its 26th year in Urbana over the weekend. Hundreds of people at the Lincoln Square Mall ready to hit the books. Children were pursuing different stations with activities like reading and coloring to collect a sticker. Saturday's event even saw special guest readers like the mayors from Urbana and Champaign. 8 people displaced from a Rantoul mobile home after it caught fire Sunday night. It happened at 1338 Sycamore Lane. Residents not home at the time, although 2 dogs were inside. They say they were both rescued. Nobody hurt. A total of 25 firefighters were on the scene at the time. The investigation is ongoing. We're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
You, new mayor of Urbana, is it Preston Williams? Was that his name?
No, Deshaun Williams.
Deshaun Williams. Preston Williams was somebody.
I know.
School board or something. Anyway.
He's a good guy. He's an Urbana guy, too.
Deshaun Williams. I drove down Philo Road recently. Have you driven up around Philo Road lately?
Not really.
Yeah. Salt and Light.
Yeah.
But
and they've got a new fire department.
But to see the Costco and the Walgreens and shuttered, there's just not much there. So I don't know what the plan is for Philo Road. That used to be the Sunny Crest Mall, man.
Not Costco, but
I said and not Costco.
CVS?
CVS, Walgreens are shuttered.
Right.
A little Baskin Robbins little hut.
Yeah,
that's gone, long
that
gone.
Was a smoke shop for a little while
I don't
too.
know. Is the McDonald's still there? Maybe. Remember Burger King was there, and then McDonald's moved next door to them.
Yeah, and
so
was
anyway,
a Payless shoe store, and now
it's just Kmart was there, man. Back in the 70s, we had a Kmart. It is really as you move toward the south, more like the big old rental places, the U-Hauls, a huge U-Haul, and then out by Atkins and the Pines, that's got stuff. But I'm telling you, Philo Road, I don't know what you do. I don't know who wants to move in there if they close. Why? Because what? Shoplifting?
Right. That's why County Market moved out and Salt and Light took over that space.
Yeah.
Because they were just getting robbed so much.
So where's the nearest grocery store to Philo Road?
I mean, you can shop at Salt and Light.
You can get groceries at Salt and Light.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a great place to shop because then it's going back into helping others and navigating, getting a job.
It's not as comprehensive, but it's certainly got the necessities. So you could do that. And then I guess you'd go to Schnucks over there on Cunningham.
Okay.
You got that mall there. That's not too bad. Anyway, it's a constant effort to get businesses.
Meyer is right across from the
Meyer's
Pines.
close. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Marty.
Yeah.
And that's right there, and that's huge.
Duh. Well, Philo Road, definitely there's issues. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm just anecdotally, just looking at it. I wouldn't be one of the guys to try and fix it because I don't think it's easy. It's complex. All right, check your weather. Here's Greg.
Logan, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Wind-blown record in here. Record-setting highs for the day today up to 77 with a partly sunny sky. Gusty south wind. There may be a stray shower thunderstorm in the late afternoon towards evening time. Otherwise, first part of tonight, an enhanced risk of severe weather. Probably some weather watches.
I'm not sure why he turns into...
I think maybe it's his birthday.
Herman Munster.
He had too much cake this morning, and then it's giving him some gastro problems.
No,
and it comes out like that.
But I don't remember hearing that earlier.
I don't either.
That's sad. We don't even know what's playing. Okay, we just know we have storms. We're on the watch for it all.
Yes.
And just be alert that some of this could be a little bit rough.
Right. Essentially a 40-degree drop inside the next 24 hours or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy warm today, and then it'll be who knows where we're at.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's earlier this morning.
Today's high 78, though.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not good for the turbulence. That can kind of mix it up a little more.
And then after 4 o'clock, the winds will pick up. So this should be interesting to see this Illini game at 3:30 against Western.
That might be short-lived. So we'll see how the weather is. And maybe the wind's blowing out.
But they're saying as far as the intense rains and stuff, that's essentially after 11, according to
later
my timeline.
tonight. Okay. All right. Be alert. 8:36 earlier this morning, 2 young kids came in. Tyler and Braden Henry.
Yes.
And these kids, part of the incredible success of Unity High School's amazing march to the Final Four at the State Farm Center. They'll play Thursday at 2:30 earlier this morning. They came in before we got on the air.
Right.
Just hours after they got home and a few hours of sleep. ESPN 93.5, I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
We got the champion Unity Rockets super sectional last night was held in Pontiac against a very good Bishop McNamara team. And in our studio, we're very happy to welcome Tyler and Braden Henry, the twins as they've been called. Tyler, we'll begin with you. Last night you had 16 against Bishop McNamara. You were down 1 at half. Second half, you kind of got a lead. You held on 77-70 the final. You guys, what a run. How does all this feel, Braden?
No, this all feels pretty great. We made a state run in football, and now we're also making a state run in basketball, and it's just things you can dream of.
How's your body?
I'm a little sore today, but just excited to be here.
What do you mean Friday night at T-Town game you were cramping? I mean, you took the ball, 5.7 seconds, went the length, banked it in, winner. Were you thinking I'm going to get piled up on here?
Oh, yeah. I was pretty worried about a cramp whenever I was getting piled on. even one of my coaches came over to make sure I was okay after it. So, no, that was pretty surreal.
Well, it's exciting. And Braden, you were a big part of last night's win. What was Bishop McNamara like? I mean, obviously good. I mean, Tyler, let me get you in. You had 16. Tell me about Bishop McNamara. What were they like?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're long, tall. I mean, to get on the super sectional stage, you have to be pretty good. So yeah, but we got the win and we felt good.
Yeah, it's Braden. You go on now. You got a few days. What's the next few days looking like before you play Peoria Manual at 2:30 on Friday?
We're gonna prepare like we have been all year. This is something that only a few teams are. This type of stage only a few teams are on. So we're gonna also enjoy the ride, but we're here to win. We're not here just to enjoy that. So we're gonna prepare like we have all year and hopefully get them and see you Saturday at 12 o'clock.
This is incredible. You guys, this class, Dane Eiseminger, name all the guys that you've been playing ball with at whatever ball since fifth grade.
Really, Braden, have you guys been together since third grade?
Yeah, all of us. Like a few of us have left here and there, but we're all still hanging out.
Who are the core guys that have been together at Unity?
Core guys.
You guys, Dane, the Henry twins.
Dane, us, Colton, Trey Hogard.
Langendorf, Colton Langendorf?
Yep,
okay.
Colton Langendorf. Trey Hogard, Crew Eckstein.
Man.
I mean, Mason O'Neill.
So it's a core.
Yeah, that whole senior class on this basketball team was along for the ride in football and the past 10 years.
It's Braden Henry, Tyler Henry, the Henry twins as they're known at Unity High School. Super sectional champions last night in Pontiac, 70-70 over Bishop McNamara. Now off to state. Thursday. You'll play Peoria Manual. We don't know much about Peoria Manual, I don't think at this point, but at this point we don't care. I mean, you'll learn enough.
We're gonna do our best.
Coach Matt Franks will have the scout for you. You can take a look at what you're going to need to do. But you guys play what, 8 guys? It's about an 8-man rotation.
Yeah, we got a deep bench. We always got fresh legs, and that keeps us in games and keeps us winning games.
Okay, Coach Matt Franks, back to T-Town. Matt Franks said what? It was 2.5 seconds. They added 2.2. It was 5.7. What was said in the huddle?
At first, I don't think he realized we had more time than 2.5 seconds or whatever it was. And once we realized that, we got in our full court set, and basically the full court set was to get me the ball and let me go. And that's what I did.
That was it. Get the ball, go. Yep. And you just instinctively went.
Yep.
And you knew you had to get a ball up and maybe in. But T-Town, they don't have football. No. This is what they do. T-Town's very hard to ever beat. They're kind of like Duke, right? I mean, they're just a classy, big-time program. Mm-hmm. And it was your ball that went through that won the T-Town game. And, again, Bishop McNamara last night. Tyler, okay, what do you expect? I mean, this is an experience. I was dreaming of playing in the assembly hall at that time. I used to play basketball at 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. I always had the last shot. Right. You're the only class that will ever get to State Farm to this point. Unity went to State in Peoria in the 2002-3 era, and you get to do something that all of us have dreamed of doing. So what's the feeling?
I mean, you watch Illinois and those teams play at the State Farm Center all the time on TV, and it's like, it's pretty cool. Then you're like, you get to play there now, and like, yeah, I'm excited playing their hoops. I think those are cool looking stuff. I'm excited. Excited for our fans to be there, and yeah, I think it's a once in a lifetime moment. So
I wish you guys had more time to do some practicing in there to get that depth perception down.
Yeah, that would be fun to go like shoot around in there. But
at least nobody gets to practice, so there's that.
Right.
And Braden, again, you'll have your fans. Tell me about your Rocket Nation. Don't they travel well? It's unbelievable how many people come to your games.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. We got so many people. We got a fan bus that came last night. We'll have a fan bus on Thursday. And with it being so close, we're going to have an absurd amount of people there.
Heck yeah, go Rockets.
Go Rockets. Yeah.
Well, guys, I appreciate you running in just hours
and
after
real
your
quick,
win.
let's touch on your family because, your parents are so great, Jason and Cindy. And I know Cindy because she helped Aiden for so many years in like the special ed department in Unit 7. And now she's a teacher. Is it at Unity West? And they have the coffee cart and things like that. And that's one reason why you bonded so well with Caitlin Humer and then even went to support her at the Special Olympics polar plunge, which is how I kind of resurged with you on our friendship. And of course, your sisters and stuff like that, bonding with my family for so many years. And I just think the world of the Henry family. So thanks for all you're doing.
Thank you.
Family stays close. They follow all of you. You've been through this. Now it's you're going to remember these moments forever. This is a special thing. No class has done what you're doing. And it's exciting. We're proud of you both, and good luck to you Thursday. And you said noon?
Thursday at 2:30.
2:30. Thursday, 2:30. I had the day wrong and the time wrong. Otherwise, I'd been right there. 2:30 on Thursday, and go Rockets. We know a lot of people will be following you. Wish you the best. You got to go to school now? I mean, what's up?
We got to go 0 hour and lift.
Oh, God. Yeah. Right after that ball game.
Well, and really the plan is for both of you to go to Danville Area Community College?
Both going to play?
Yep.
Can you describe how
and
close
it's
Twins
baseball,
can...
Stevie.
Well, whatever. You're such athletes. You probably play more than that. Well, congratulations on playing at DAC. What about the closeness of Twins? Can you explain your relationship? Tight. Who's older?
Braden is
Braden
older.
is older. Okay.
I mean, it's all I've ever known. It's all we've ever known, I guess. So it's kind of just like having a built-in best friend.
Yeah.
Like I always have someone to go outside and play catch with and play basketball with or whatever. So.
What's your favorite sport?
Baseball. Football is pretty close to that, but it's
Well, you're
probably
not bad at basketball.
Basketball's fun.
Just athletic. Listen, guys, Braden, Tyler, Henry, Unity High School, incredible run for the Rockets in 2025-26, and it continues Thursday, 2:30, tip-off at the State Farm Center. Congratulations to both of you, and well done.
Thank you.
Go Rockets.
And I said, nice. Last hour when we played that, they came in early before the show because they had 0 hour. They had to lift weights 8 hours after they got off the court. I mean, it's unbelievable. They listen, they won the game last night. Game was over 8:39. Pictures, celebration, trophy presentations, probably getting a shower by 9:30 or 10, getting on the bus for probably 2 hours.
Yeah.
So they got to bed after midnight, I would
Pontiac.
think. And you're kind of fired up.
Yes.
How do you get to Pontiac? You can't get there from here.
Right.
There's no interstate.
There's
You have
an
to weave
exit off
around,
of
right?
57.
Yeah, you got to go here. Anyway, it's incredible accomplishment,
Yes.
and I can just congratulate Jason
77 to 70.
Jason and
Cindy, whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday, Cindy.
Just
Anyway,
found that out.
You have obviously raised great kids. 'Cause
Obviously.
those boys are really good young men.
And so many of their teammates that they, shouted out. It's just incredible how the Rocket Nation has rallied, and again, a testament to the decades of Rocket athletics.
Well, I mean, you have
and the
you have
supporters,
parents, and then their children, and
Right.
their children.
That's
so you're
right.
in the heavy-duty
and the
grandparenting
discipline
now.
and following them, and no matter what the weather, you're huddling with your, Unity blanket around you, and you're just there all the time, watching these games, following them everywhere. And someone like the Twins, baseball, football, and now the state championship, the state semifinals.
Unbelievable.
Just blown away.
Yeah.
Way to go, Unity Rockets. And congratulations, Coach Matt Franks, doing such a great job and, coaching these guys from freshman year on,
Yeah.
right? And he was kind of new to the program, right?
Well, Matt's played there, and then Matt was a coach here.
Right.
And then went to Morton and was very successful in Morton, Illinois,
mhm.
and came back, and now he's coaching his hometown team. And again, nobody's won this many games in 3 seasons at Unity High School.
Right.
I think he's at, 80 wins in 3 or something. It's crazy. So it's just wonderful to see this, and this has been a great class and doing unprecedented things.
Right.
So we're rooting on the Rockets to see if they can beat, I'm sure, a very tough Peoria Manual team.
So, go Rockets. I was just trying to look up Matt Franks' record or something.
He's a winner. The guy's a winner.
It's amazing what these coaches are doing with these young men. And so impressionable and doing well. And the Henry twins going on to Danville Area Community College after this. Illinois baseball plays at 3:30. They bumped it up because of the storms that could happen later as they take on Western Illinois. Illinois and Minnesota Friday at 6. AP poll has Duke, Arizona, and Michigan on the top 3 again. But as far as the Big Ten teams, Illinois has cut into the top 10 at number 9. We have Nebraska at 11, Purdue at 18, and Wisconsin at number 23. The Big Ten tournament out of the gate today. Number 17, Maryland seed. Number 16 seed, Oregon, playing just around 4 o'clock from the United Center in Chicago. And then number 18 seed, Penn State, and number 15 seed, Northwestern, play around 6:37. And then, we'll play Friday. I'm getting confused with the Rockets now.
No, we play Friday in the second game, I think. Illinois will take on, we think, Wisconsin. It's after the first game, which starts at like 12, but we'll figure it out.
That's right.
All right, one more moment with Greg Solia here in just a second.
Okay.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
With like Lands Inc., we specialize in, we've got an amazing HVAC department that takes care of your furnace, your heat system, air conditioning,
Some
they do
pumps,
that.
yeah.
And for us in Underground, we take care of all your pipes that come into your home, leave your home, and work around your home to keep it dry, your drainage system, sump pumps, things like that. And exactly what you said, if you don't know, a couple decades ago, it was more like, oh, something broke, go fix it, repair it, no big deal. Well, now with the technology, we have cameras, like you said, that we can come in on these orange comfort clubs, and we can camera your sewer lines underneath your house and check them out just to make sure they're fine. If there's something wrong with it, we can show you right then. Truth is in seeing it.
Yeah.
We show it to you, and then you can plan as a homeowner for making those repairs or dealing with that issue later on. If it's an immediate need, at least you're not caught off surprise.
That sewer camera inspection with a proper clean out. I was just learning more at landsinc.com.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Illini fans know when you want the best, you get Jets. Order a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza for just $16.99 when you use promo code LJETS. Or up your game with a large combo for the whole family. Get a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza, your choice of bread and dipping sauce, and a 2-liter Coca-Cola product for just $26.49. Use promo code COMBO and follow Jets Pizza Champagne on Facebook and Instagram. It's not pizza, it's Jets.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Right in Champaign. When disaster strikes your home or business, you have choices for emergency restoration services in Champaign County, and we're honored every time you choose us. At Clean Right, you're not calling a big national chain, you're calling a family-owned and operated company with deep roots right here in the community. We treat every customer like a neighbor, because chances are you are. Whether it's water damage, fire, storms, or unexpected emergencies, our certified and experienced technicians are ready with a 24/7 rapid response. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Our goal is simple: to return your home or business to safe, clean, like-new condition as quickly and painlessly as possible. Learn more or request services anytime at cleanright.net. Clean Right, restoring properties and peace of mind across Champaign County.
Sonia, you there?
Yeah! Sorry, I had to run to this place like a deli. I'm sorry.
It's a happy birthday greeting to you.
Happy birthday!
Oh, come on now. I thought we were going to talk about weather.
Oh!
Yeah, we don't care about weather.
We have another year of life.
Come on, man. Happy
birthday to you.
Another trip around the sun, as they say.
There you go.
Greg Solier. Happy
birthday to you.
And I had to get that in. Sorry I missed it earlier. So.
No, that's okay. I figured that was going to turn up on Facebook or something. So.
There you go.
Hey,
right.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
I hope you have a blessed day, partner. Thanks for being on with us.
Have a good one.
All
right, take care.
You too. Happy birthday, Greg.
Attention outdoor enthusiasts, get ready for the 36th annual Illinois Deer Classic and Illinois Fishing Expo. Join us March 20th through the 22nd at the Peoria Civic Center for the ultimate hunting and fishing experience. Explore hundreds of vendors selling top brands in the outdoor industry. Gear up for the Big Buck Contest and meet fellow hunters and anglers who share your passion. Bring out the family, find deals on gear, get tips from experts, and let the kids cast a line at the free kids fishing pond. Join us at the Peoria Civic Center for the Illinois Deer Classic, March 20th through the 22nd. See you there.
Good everyone, let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana Saturday, an active and in some areas moisture-laden setup the next 12 to 24 hours. And these wide swings of temperatures will keep the moisture pattern going. But in the short term, windy, blustery days worth of record and near record-setting warmth across East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities will top around 77. That breeze out of the south and southwest on the increase to 12 to 22 and gusty. Partly sunny skies. We may spark a stray shower thunderstorm, even a locally heavy one late this afternoon. Otherwise, the likelihood of some weather watches across the area and enhanced risk of severe weather for tonight before midnight in particular, with some showers and thunderstorms, a low near 60. Windy turning much cooler for the day tomorrow. 60s in the morning, 40s in the late afternoon. A couple of rounds of shower activity and some steady rains as well. South winds will swing to the north. Windy, much colder, clearing tomorrow night down to 29. Sunshine 47 on Thursday, 56 on Friday. Some rain in the forecast late Saturday into Sunday. Maybe a little snow on the overnight. Daytime temperatures in the 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Okay, that's going to be about it for the day. We had fun talking about the Rockets. Illinois getting ready for their game Friday against either Wisconsin, USC, or Washington. Yeah, USC and Washington, I think it's kind of a coin flip game. And, Wisconsin's, what are they?
5 seed.
Yeah. Very, very good. We expect to play them Friday because we think they'll win that first one. And then if we win, most likely we get Michigan. I don't think Michigan loses to anybody. Maybe Illinois. But they're really good, and we will see. Interesting, somebody pointed out that injury Michigan suffered to one of the guys that comes off the bench, that Kaysen kid I talked about. They thought that was also a big factor.
I see.
To win it all.
Right.
They totally picked to go to the Final Four.
I see.
So we will see where Illinois, one projection had us going to Oklahoma City for the first 2 rounds, which would be fine. St. Louis would be better, but I think Michigan gets that. So it's closest. Anyway, we will see. Final Four's in Indianapolis now.
Yes, it is.
So let's see if we can get there and make some history with the Fighting Illini.
Just like our Unity Rockets at the State Farm Center Thursday at 2:30 against Peoria, Maine.
And Shauna Green's teams, Illinois women, are going to the tournament. That'll be announced Sunday.
Yes,
all right.
the 15th.
Thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Have a great Tuesday.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated. And with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Illini fans know when you want the best, you get Jets. Order a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza for just $16.99 when you use promo code LJETS. Or up your game with a large combo for the whole family. Get a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza, your choice of bread and dipping sauce, and a 2-liter Coca-Cola product for just $26.49. Use promo code COMBO and follow Jet Pizza Champaign on Facebook and Instagram. It's not pizza, it's Jets.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Come celebrate Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery's anniversary sale. You'll find savings store-wide. The installation is half off Mohawk's waterproof luxury vinyl floors. The installation is free on Mohawk carpet. Get up to $1,000 instant rebate on Mohawk carpets and floors. Plus, buy it all with 2 years free financing. It's the perfect time for those home updates. Don't miss the anniversary sale going on now at Carpet Weavers.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Illini fans know when you want the best, you get Jets. Order a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza for just $16.99 when you use promo code LJETS. Or up your game with a large combo for the whole family. Get a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza, your choice of bread and dipping sauce, and a 2-liter Coca-Cola product for just $26.49. Use promo code COMBO and follow Jets Pizza Champaign on Facebook and Instagram. It's not pizza, it's Jets.
Spring is here, and so is that clutter. Ready to clear it out? Call 2 Men and a Junk Truck. We make spring cleaning a breeze with fast, friendly junk removal you can count on. Old furniture? Gone. Boxes? Bye-bye. Yard clutter? See ya. We do all the heavy lifting, so you can kick back and enjoy a clean, open space for the season ahead. More room, less stress, and a home you'll love. Starting now. Book today at 2menandajuncktruck.com. 2 Men and a Junk Truck. Junk removal made simple.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.